Good evening, Brett. After weeks of testimony, dozens of witnesses, and 10 days of deliberations, the jury came back with a verdict today that seemed to come as an enormous surprise to the man in the middle of the controversy. Guilty of 3 counts of first-degree murder and dozens more felony and misdemeanor charges, Philadelphia abortion doctor Kermit Gosnell, convicted of killing babies after they were born alive at his clinic following botched abortions, now waits to see if a jury will recommend life in prison or the death penalty.
I would say that the jury did the best job that it possibly could. Justice would mean that what comes out of this is we start looking really closely at what the women's movement says it wants to do, which is protecting the health of women.
Gosnell's attorney Jack McMahon said, quote, "No one was cheering for his client," and likened the defense effort to a salmon trying to swim upstream.
Am I disappointed? Yes. Am I satisfied that the jury gave us a fair shot? Yes.
During the trial, pro-choice groups have walked a fine line, spending equal time distancing themselves from Gosnell and attempting to cast blame on laws restricting abortion for conditions deteriorating to the level they did at Gosnell's clinic. Today, Planned Parenthood Communications Director Eric Ferrero said, quote, "The case has made clear that we must have and enforce laws that protect access to safe and legal abortion, and we must reject misguided laws that would limit women's options and force them to seek treatment from criminals like Kermit Gosnell." But pro-life advocates like GOP Congressman Marlin Stutzman, who wrote a piece last week in Times revealing that his mother considered having an abortion while pregnant with him, say the Gosnell case should be a wake-up call for better supervision of abortion clinics.
I think that we should have some sort of government oversight, some congressional oversight that actually looks not only at this particular clinic, but brings attention to these sorts of clinics that may potentially be operating anywhere else.
Father Frank Pavone of Priests for Life added this today, quote, "The guilty verdict shows that the law recognizes a point at which the right to choose must yield to the right to life, and also shows that abortionists don't know where that point is. Such laws must be strengthened in every state." The penalty phase of this trial will start next Tuesday. Jurors will have to determine whether or not to recommend life in prison for Gosnell or the death penalty. He never took the stand in his defense during the trial. I asked his attorney today whether he may testify next week, essentially pleading for his own life. That decision has not been made. Brett.
Shannon Bream live outside the courtroom in Philadelphia. Shannon, thank you. Joining